Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are doing a freezer stash for postpartum meals. So in this video we will be putting 4 recipes into the freezer ready for postpartum. And first up is slow cooker honey garlic chicken. So the first thing it asks for is coffee, right? Always got to have coffee, and thanks to my Urban Brew I can always stay caffeinated in a healthy way. Love this stuff. I'll pop the link in the description below. You can get 10% off. It is really good. Okay, so after you've had your coffee all you need is 1.5 pounds of boneless chicken breasts, low sodium soy sauce, and because we eat additive free I go for this brand. So this is in Australia for all of my UK and American friends, but it's Pure Harvest organic tamari sauce. So it's a gluten-free soy sauce and it's much better for you. It doesn't have anything gross in it. It's just filtered water, organic soybeans and sea salt. So we go for that one. Then it asks for honey. We actually are so blessed. We have friends who make their own honey. We get that as well, and that is also additive free and technically homemade. So honey. Then it asks for tomato paste. I've just grabbed this one. I actually ordered the wrong one in my Woolworths shop, so whoopsie-daisies. But yeah, so this one isn't really additive free. It's not too bad. So tomato paste. Then we've got some garlic and rice vinegar. So I went for this one. Some rice wine vinegar from Mr. Chen's or Shen, whoever you want to be. And the ingredients in this is really good too. So it's just water, rice and salt. Nice and simple. And then some corn flour. So that's the ingredients we're going to be using today. And then you obviously pop this in the slow cooker, leave it for however long it needs, and then you serve it with some brown rice and quinoa or cauliflower rice, whatever you're into. So you'll take 1 kilo of boneless chicken breast and pop it into the bottom of the slow cooker. You're going to whisk together the wet ingredients. So you want 1/3 of a cup of low sodium soy sauce, 1/3 of a cup of honey. The best option is raw honey, so as raw as you can get it, but if that doesn't bother you, then just honey. 2 tablespoons of tomato paste, 1 tablespoon of rice vinegar, and some chopped up or minced garlic. I gotta stay here for some time. Mix all of those ingredients together, and that is going to be your delicious base for this recipe. So then you just want to pop that onto low for 4 to 5 hours and let it cook away. So after 4 to 5 hours, remove the chicken and let it cool slightly on a plate. And then we're going to focus in on making the sauce. So now we're going to add 2 tablespoons of cornstarch or corn flour into the sauce just to thicken it up a little bit. And then cover it and cook for 15 minutes on high. Leave my mind. This road that I am on. While the sauce is thickening up, we're going to use 2 forks and shred up all of that chicken. I'm serving mine with some brown rice, so we are just getting that prepared so it's ready. And then we're just adding the shredded chicken back into the sauce to marinate a little bit, and then our meal is ready.
And I still wonder where you are. If you found a way out, come seek me out.
So this dish is a very big staple in our family. We love it. It goes such a long way as well, so I thought it would be perfect for the freezer. So I will be doubling the ingredients in this because we're also having it for dinner this night, so just bear that in mind while you're watching. But this recipe asks for 1 chopped onion and 300 grams of penne pasta, so I'm just putting that on now so it's nice and ready for when we're finished. The next step is to make the curry base. So here we're just going to melt down 50 grams of butter. Then we're going to prepare 70 grams of plain flour. Remember, I'm doubling here. And then 2 teaspoons of curry powder. Here I'm adding the onion to the melted butter just so they can saute together and become soft. And then we're preparing the tuna. So I just have a 425 gram can of tuna sitting in spring water. The next step is to add the curry powder and the plain flour to the butter and the onion, and we're just going to mix that together so it makes a nice little roux. Then we're going to gradually add 4 cups of milk to the pot and stirring it until it's combined. You want to then bring it gently to the boil and then remove from the heat and set aside. By now the pasta has definitely cooked, so it's time to drain that and wash off all of the starch with some hot water. Add your tuna to your curry base and make sure that your pot's big enough. That's something I learnt here. And stir it all together until it's combined. Add your tuna curry to your pasta that is in your baking dishes and cover all of the pasta. Then you want to grate some cheese and cover the top completely in your grated cheese. This is delicious. Now I'm covering it so I can write on the instructions for hubby when I'm postpartum, but when it comes to it, you want to bake for 30 minutes at 200 degrees. Now moving on to our third meal for the freezer, and this one I've actually made up, so it's so easy, it's so delicious. So I just buy a kilo of diced chicken and I fry that up so it's nice and brown, and then I set it aside. So all we need is an onion, some green beans and tomatoes, and I'm just frying them up so that they're nice and cooked. Once the vegetables are soft, I just add back in the chicken and marinate them all together for the flavour. Now the base of this dish is basically just tomato and herbs, so we're going in with 2 cans of diced tomatoes and adding in some Italian seasoning herbs. Of course we're going to add some salt and some pepper as well. Then we're going to cover it and let it simmer for about 30 minutes so that all the flavors can combine together. While that's simmering, we're going to cook up some spaghetti. I like the thin strands with this meal, it just makes it seem so much better. Once your pasta is cooked, you just add that to the base of your tray or bowls, whatever you're serving it up in, and then you just add the tomato chicken on the top. It is delicious, easy, and you just chuck that in a pot to reheat and you're good to go. So the fourth and final meal for this video is the delicious chicken and rice in the slow cooker. This one is so yummy and easy to freeze. So we're adding 1 cup of rice to the bottom of the slow cooker, 1.5 cup of diced carrots, and 1 tablespoon of Dijon mustard, and then we're just going to mix that all together. The next step is to add 1 kilo of chicken breasts onto the top of the rice and carrot and mustard, and then we're going to season with some salt and pepper. Then we're going to add in 2 to 3 cups of chicken broth. I really love the 𝐂𝐸𝐺𝐸𝐺 chicken broth, it is my favourite. So we're going to pour that in and cover and cook on high for 1 to 2 hours. After the 2 hours, we're going to remove the chicken and put on a plate to cool. Then we're going to stir the rice and the vegetables and broth together. We're going to add some frozen peas and 1/2 cup of Greek yogurt. I love the 𝐂𝐸𝐺𝐸𝐺 brand. It's got no additives in it, so it's really delicious and safe for us to eat. So we're going to put that through, and look how creamy and delicious that is. So we're going to cover that and cook for a further 5 to 10 minutes while we dice up this chicken. This is just falling apart, it's beautiful. So yeah, we just dice that up and put it back into the slow cooker. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, please remember to leave it a like and subscribe to the channel. We're 5 weeks out, guys, so baby is due in 5 weeks. It's crazy. So make sure you hit that notification bell as well so you're notified of all the upcoming baby videos, and my birth vlog is drawing nearer, you guys. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, and if you guys want any of these recipes, I can send them to you. Just message me on Instagram. See you in the next video, guys. Bye.
I won't say goodbye yet. Can I change your mind?